Hey, what's up, Facebook? Hope everybody having a good start to their week. Hope everybody's well. I just wanted to speak about what exactly is an ROI and what it means to your life. ROI means return on investment. You can get a return on investment from a dividends. You can get a return on investment from an income producing property. You get a return on investment on a car. You get a return on investment on a lot of things. But we're talking specifically about your life today. Nothing else, nothing more, okay? Now, we all invest a lot into things that we think are going to improve our lives. We invest in, homes and into degrees and into buying cars and things that we think are going to enlighten our lives and bring our lives into a better place. Now, what exactly does an ROI mean for our life? What are you getting back out of what you basically are investing in, which is your life? Are you investing in the right kind of things for your life? Are you just investing in things that aren't really important to your life? Let's think about it in that kind of a term, okay? Now, let's think about it in the sense of what you put in is what you're getting back, all right? If you went to college for 4 years, you got your degree, and it seems like, you can't get a job in your field because you didn't do enough. You didn't invest enough in it. You didn't go out and try to get an internship. You didn't go out and try to really put your resume out there or do a lot of things during your time in college that would have polished up your resume. You didn't put enough of an investment in, okay? Just because you got a degree does not mean you're guaranteed a job. This is the new America. It's been that way for quite a while. If you're not really working with your degree, to a certain extent, you didn't get your return on your investment. You invested in that degree, or your parents did, and you're not getting that back. That's what I mean by ROI. When you don't put the money into, or let's just say the sweat equity into what you're trying to do with your life, then you're not getting an investment. If you're going to work every single day, 9 to 5, and you're not learning from what you're doing and taking what you're learning and then applying it so you can develop your own business or your own ability to be upwardly mobile in this world, then you're not getting your return on your investment, because you're really, look at it this way, you are investing your time at work. That's what you're doing. You're not really focusing on the things that are going to be just for you. You're not starting a business and putting that into that and then getting your reward from that. No, you're putting your time into a 9 to 5. You're putting your time into a 12 to 8 in the morning gig, even if you do it overnight. I'm just saying, you're not putting in the time to get back what you want, because if you're not learning from your job to take it out there and do it on your own, you're not getting your investment back. You're just putting in your time and not getting anything back. We as Americans put so much emphasis on making money. We put emphasis on going out and doing these things, but we never talk about what are we really investing our money into? What are we really putting our time into? If you're buying a pair of Jordans, and those Jordans cost like $350, right? And you're buying them because they're the flyest thing in the world. What kind of equity are you going to get on those kicks, first and foremost? And what kind of investment are you really making for $350? Those kicks, you're going to wear them a little while. They're really nice. There's something you really love. But at the end of the day, they're a waste of money because you're not getting anything back. The point of an ROI is basically, what are you getting back? What is your return on investment as a man, as a woman, on your life, okay? If all you're doing out there is getting love on social media and all you want to do is get likes and look at me, and you're not getting any money for that, then you're not investing anything back. You're not getting any money for that. You're not trying to build a brand. You're not incorporating yourself where this is what I'm trying to do. If you're selling a product and you're using social media and you see sales come back, then your investment, you're making money off your investment because you invested time on social media and you're getting your money back. The important part about the ROI and the ROI of your life is whatever you're doing with your life, make sure you're getting your return on it. If you're going to a job but you didn't sign up for, let's just say you're going to a security job, there's nothing wrong with a security job, but you went to school to be a doctor or a lawyer, and all you're doing is doing this security work, and you have like a degree to be a doctor. What sense does that make? You're not going to get your money back for what you did. You went through med school, and now all of a sudden you're a guard? I mean, that's extreme, but you're not getting your investment back. You didn't go to school to become a guard. You went to school to become a doctor. You went to school to become a lawyer, a writer, okay? a banker, whatever you went to school for, you should be getting your investment back. That means a degree wasted is money wasted. And that's always the case. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of people who go get a degree and then they go off and become successful in other fields. Then they said, okay, you know what? They chalked up that investment. They said that investment wasn't what it is, but I did pull some equity out of that investment, and I was able to use it in the other investments that I've done in life, and those investments have come back correctly. That's getting return on your value, return on your equity that you've taken out of that investment and put it into another. That's just like anything with properties or anything. Your life is just the same. You have to take what you've learned and apply it, and that's getting equity. I'm sorry, that's getting return on your investment, because you invested time in doing this, and from that you were able to do something else. That is getting return. That's important. A lot of people, we get caught up in saying, you know, I don't care about this. I just want to blow my money, blow my time. I'm just trying to, you know, live my life, get enough experiences. That's fine. Okay? What kind of equity are you getting out of that? Okay? Not much. When you're spending money frivolously, when you're going out and just, you know, spending time doing things that aren't really helping you get anywhere in life. You know, millennials love the experiences. They don't want to buy things. They want experiences more than purchasing things. And I understand that. Okay? But their return on investment is the experience. And however you want to say it, it's not a lot of money to that. It's cool, but it's not the greatest thing in the world. Okay? You can't live off experiences. Experiences can't pay your bills. You have to learn how to, what in your life is going to give you an investment so you can make back some type of money, some type of income that's going to give something back to you. You have to learn to get value out of your life. And one thing that makes sense to me is taking the knowledge of what you learn from one thing and applying it to another. That's getting your R.O.I. Okay, your return on investment. You invested the time to learn this product, and now you're using it to make yourself some money and stabilize your life, make your life better. That's what's important. Not spending all your time all over here, not doing anything. If you work at a job for 10 years and you don't learn anything enough to go out and do your own thing, then you just wasted your time. That's not capitalizing on your investment. You invested the most important thing that you have, which is your time. You have to learn to take what you learned and apply it, make more money, make more investments. Now, if you don't want to, like, you know, go out, start your own business, I understand that. That's perfectly fine if you feel more comfortable. But if you're not taking the money that you've earned from that job and learning how to invest that money correctly, then you're wasting your time. Okay? You can't just live check to check forever, and you can't just live little bit to little bit. You have to learn how to live abundantly, and that's moving away from just spending money on things you don't actually really need. That's not using your investment. That's not using your time the correct way. An ROI is very simple. Return on your investment. What are you investing in, and what is your return? That's what you have to look at in most things in life. If you get married and you're with this woman or this guy for 8 years and you invested so much of your time into them and you got nothing to show because in that divorce they took everything, then your investment is zilch. You didn't get the max back on what you were trying to do. Your investment should be children, a home, a stable home, grandchildren. That's investing in something worth it. And believe, no mistake, when you are involved in a relationship, you are spending your money. Your money is your time. It's the same thing. You should get back something in return. That's called in return on investment. One of the most important things in life that you're going to ever learn is that you spend so much of your time wasted not looking at how you're going to get things back. You're looking at just blowing things. You have to learn how to get things back. Spend money, spend time on things that are going to give you something back in life. I have had many times in my life, I've bought jackets, cars, clothes, what else have I bought? Vacations, any number of jewelry, watches, you name it, I bought it probably at this point in my life, right? I can tell you a handful of things that still are worth money. I got no money back on most of my investments, okay? No money back. When I was younger, I bought a car for like 22 grand. I was just blowing money fast. I didn't give a fuck. I just lost my dad. I was still kind of loosey-goosey. I was in college. I was wild. I blew 22 grand like it was nothing. Blew it on a brand new car. Floated out there. I was the man. The only thing I was getting back on that investment was clout. And that clout is worth nothing now. Zero. Zilch. A big fucking zero. But I learned a lesson, and that was the value in that. The value was learning the lesson of blowing your money is a fucking ignorant way to live your life. But I also learned right then and there what an investment it is and what blowing your money is. And although I didn't learn the lesson in a concrete way, because I made a lot more mistakes after that, I still learned the lesson. And the lesson is you have to make sure that the money that you spend on the house, the woman, the husband, the cars, all are investments that are going to bring you back money. This past year, or about a year or 2 years ago, I leased a car. That car was to help my credit. I needed my grandmother's help to lease the car. I couldn't lease the car on my own because I had made mistakes in the past, and my grandmother had to co-sign for me. I was blessed enough for her to do that for me, and I was blessed enough for my boy Stan to hook me up, and he helped me out. I don't have to. I don't need to go beg somebody for money, but I needed that help. Now, what's the return on my investment for that lease? The lease was like this. It helped my credit. That's number one. And it got me in there where probably next time I go get a car, I got no money down. I just go in and tell them what I want, and then my car is out the door. Now, that's all I want. That's my return on my investment. But I made an investment in doing that. I put the money up, and I did it. Okay? I went and got an apartment. Now, I could have stayed with my grandmother's house and helped her out. You know, 37-year-old grown man staying at his grandmother's house, 36-year-old, 35-year-old staying at his grandmother's house. Not the most sexiest thing, but I had to do it. I would have done it. But I needed to invest in myself. I needed to say, you know what, let me bet on myself, go out there and do what I had to do. So I went out there and I got a place. Back in 2014, when I was unemployed, I could have just gave up the boat and just said, fuck it, I'm not going to do anything. But I invested in myself. I went and got a job. It wasn't the best job. I was working a job. I was way more qualified than I needed to be, but I took the job, and where's it got me now? Now I'm training people. I'm pretty much run my department, and I'm doing good for myself. But what the return on my investment, I invested in the job, and it came back. That's my return. I understand the ROI, what that is in your life. Stop looking at trying to buy the Gucci belt. The Gucci belt will not be worth any money in a few years. Believe me. Those flip-flops will be worth nothing. Believe me. Real talk, the ROI of your life is how much you get back from that investment in your life. That's what you have to look at. The people you're around, the things you do. That's what's important to you. What are you getting back from things you're investing your time to? And never, ever, ever underestimate what we call the sweat equity. Okay, how much you just put in. No money, just how much sweat and tears and work you put into something. You have to really gauge how much you're getting back. If you're not getting back how much you want, then you need to really reassess what's going on around you. You want to be able to say, I put in all this work and I'm getting it back. You will. Just don't look around asking people to quantify what you should get back. You have to know what you're going to get back before you invest your time. Think about it in terms of what you want, okay? I don't want to sit up here and preach all day long. I don't like doing that. I like giving motivational speeches. I like talking to people. I like seeing things change in someone. But I have to put in the time. I have to put in the work. No one's going to pay attention to a guy like me unless I show them the work, right? Now I'm on Facebook Live. Okay, this is a free site just like YouTube or any other place. And I'm putting myself out there. I don't have to do that. But this is me investing my time. This is me putting the work in, hoping that one day it will come back to me and fold. I don't know if it will or don't, but I'm taking a bet too. But I do know if it does, I've already calculated the great effects it can come back from doing this, from putting myself out there. There's a lot of people like me who don't want to share the things that I've been through, and they've been through the same. They don't want to share those things. They can't admit to those things. Why? Because they're too afraid of what people are going to say. Okay, so they'll never make that investment in their life, and they'll probably be behind someone their entire lives. They can never be a number one. They will always be a number two. I don't want to ever be a number two my entire life. I want to be a number one. I want to be right in the front saying this is who I am, and I'll put it all on my chest and on my back. Let's go. Why? Because I'm not afraid to. I used to live in fear of who I was, and that's never going to happen. So I was wasting my investment. That's a poor investment. Investing in your fear is a poor investment. Investing in the courage to do something is a good investment. Betting on yourself, standing up for yourself, don't let anyone push you back, is a good investment. Remember, you want to invest in yourself, not anyone else, not anything else. If you can't invest in yourself, don't try to buy no house. Don't try to get married. Don't try to get another nice-ass car. Don't buy no belts or nothing like that until you invest in yourself. That means putting your money away where you need to be, knowing that you got to put all the stuff that you need in the right places, lining up yourself, planning on yourself. Stop talking so much about what you're going to do. I don't care about your Facebook pages or your Facebook quotes. I see so many people, they sit on their timeline all day long and they just want to type. They just want the first quote out there. They just want to be popular on that. And I don't see no investment on anything else. What are you doing? Are you building a brand? Ask yourself that question. Are you trying to sell music? What are you doing? You're not doing anything because you're not getting any investment back. You get a bunch of likes and maybe somebody thinks you're popular for 10 seconds. But let's really be honest here. What are you getting back? Where's your investment? What's your real investment? You have to look at life as what you're getting back. All you want to do is be somebody on a social media site. That's not going to cut it. Okay? That's not real investment. That's not getting anything back. Okay? You got to really look at it as like, am I trying to sell a product or a brand? Or am I just out here trying to be somebody who everyone likes? Likes don't equal money unless you're moving something and giving people product and value. And most times people are not giving value. They're giving shock value. That's not real. Okay? That's not 100%. That's not real equity. Real equity is really giving people value, saying what I'm doing right here hopefully will help someone else make good decisions. That's equity. That's real value. The things that you're talking about, the things that you're putting out there, that's not real. Okay? That's not real. That's not here. That's not tangible. Okay? You want like I always say, achieve your dream, go for it, work hard for your dream. But here's the reality of it is, what are you going to what are you investing into your dream that you're going to get back? Because that's the real question. You can post 100 things. I see everybody do it. But man, most of the people don't even get that. I can post a whole bunch of pics with a whole bunch of celebrities. Is that helping my brand? Maybe. Maybe that's my investment. Maybe I'm getting that equity back because people are going to invest in my brand. Okay? Or I just want to be on the scene and I just want people to like my pics and go to my parties. That's cool. That's cool, man. Okay? I'm going to go to your parties. No. If I'm trying to sell a brand, I'm putting out there good quality stuff. I'm putting out there real value. You want to give value, and that value will return back on your investment. And your investment is the value, and it will return back on you. That is your R.O.I. R.O.I. It's all about that. What are you doing? What are you investing? And what are you getting back? Stop talking about how much you have. Start telling me how you invested it. I don't want to know how much you have. I want to know how you got it. Okay? Tell me that. How did you get it? And how can you help me get to it? Because all that other stuff is, I don't care. I don't care about none of that other stuff. I don't care about how fast your car is, how many houses you have, none of that stuff. Tell me how you got there. Explain to me how you got that. That's value. That's real investment. That's investing in me. Because then you're saying, you know what? I can invest in you. You can become a business partner. We can grow together. That's investing. I want to be invested into. I don't want you to tell me. I don't want you to show me. I want you to explain to me, how do we do it together? That's how you do it. Grow yourself. Grow your business. Remember what your investments are about. What is the real investment of your life? What's really going to make you do something? Okay? Now, I don't care about none of this other stuff. Just tell me, what is your ROI? Leave comments on below. Thanks for everybody who tuned in. I appreciate everybody who tuned in. Thank you. And real talk, man, know why you're doing something. Okay? Your ROI, what are you investing in? What's going to make you get here where you're doing something with yourself? Every time I did something, I knew I was putting my investment in. Every day when I had to wake up and I was tired, my eyes were swollen, I got my ass to work every day on time because I knew what it was like to lose a job when you thought you were the man. Everybody is the damn man in their fucking mind, man. Everybody's the man. But many people, many people don't know what their cost of their investment is and what are they getting back. What are you really getting back? What are you getting back by talking crazy to anyone? You're not getting anything back. Know your investment. You're going to struggle, but your struggle is part of the investment. That's a sweat equity that you're putting in. Okay? That's what you're going to have to put in. You're going to have to put in that equity to get somewhere. And it's going to hurt. You're going to feel like you're not going anywhere. It's going to be painful. People are going to knock you. People are going to say you're not going to do this. People are going to stop following you. People are going to stop calling you. People are going to, for the love of God, people will just see your pics on Instagram, on Facebook, scroll by your shit for hundreds and hundreds of days, and you'll be like, yo, fam, you never like a pic. And as much as you don't want to admit to that shit, you feel it like, all right, I see what time it is. But let them have something, and those fools will be hitting you up like, yo, could you post my stuff? What the fuck am I going to post you for? You ain't never doing nothing for me. You ain't never put no investment in me. But that's the truth, okay? There's no investment in there that can really be tangible, okay? There's no ROI for investing in those people, okay? Those are not the people you invest your time into. You invest in people who helped you. You invest in people who want to put you next to them so you guys can rise together. Don't invest your time in people who don't want the best for you. They only want what they can get out of you. And once you get in there and you got something going on for yourself, I guarantee you they're going to want to put their investment in and try to get their ROI out of you. Because that's what it's about. People want to invest in you and want their return back. But not everybody is worth that time. You got to invest in yourself and be wise about it. Be smart about it. Don't let nobody, and I mean nobody, come in there and tell you that they can do this for you. These people don't want you to win unless they can win and succeed off your coattails. You have to watch your investments. Look at yourself. If you have a degree today and you're not going to do what you should do with that degree, then you wasted your time if you're not successful doing it. If you're at some medium job and you're not taking that time to understand what you're doing and take that and go do something with it, you're wasting your time. Okay? You have to develop an understanding of what am I investing my time in and what am I getting back. This is how people who are highly successful, who scale up above what we're at, and those people, they take what they have right there in front of them and they use that and they apply it. You have to do the same. You can't be afraid anymore. You can't sit there and be scared like, I'm not going to do this. I don't got the money for it. So what? If you have the knowledge, you got the money. Because knowledge is the first rule of making money. Those who know about finances always make more than you. Isn't it the truth? When's the last time you see somebody who was a finance major that didn't make more money than the guy who was a damn writer? I'll tell you why. Because the guy who was a writer does not have the financial capabilities that the guy who went to school for finances does. Every time. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power in investment. Knowledge is power in ROI, your return on your investment. The more you know, the better your investments. The more you can do things, the better your investment. You want to scale up your life? You want to learn how to build a better life? You're going to have to learn how to invest wisely in people, in the things that you buy, in the places that you go, the seminars that you take in, the books that you read, everything is an investment once you get to a certain age. And we'll talk about ages on the next show. But today we're going to just talk simply about investing your time in the right things. Because the time is the value. Okay? And then getting that back. You want to be somebody. You want to step up. You want to talk all this trash on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and be on Snapchat and all that stuff. Who are you? What are you really building? Have you ever done anything that anyone really wants to invest their time into? No, but you can go post a whole bunch. You're not getting any value out of that. Nothing is coming back. You're not getting any value in that. If you want more, like Raul says right there, it says right there, invest in yourself. Put yourself up there. Invest in something that you want. Invest in yourself. Don't look for other people to invest in. Invest in yourself. They'll come. The right people will come. But listen, there are going to be people who are going to come to you and they're going to try to invest in you. They only want their ROI back and then they're done with you. They get a little bit invested out of you and then they're gone because they got enough out of you. You got to focus on yourself, develop yourself, push yourself, get yourself where you need to be, and stop worrying. Invest in yourself. Look at what you're investing in. Get some knowledge about what you're going to put your money and your time. Remember, if you're going to put that sweat equity in, you're going to bust your ass at the gym. You can bust your ass trying to get yourself somewhere. If you can't advance yourself at your job and you reach the ceiling, what have you learned that you can apply and do your own thing? Not everybody's meant to be an entrepreneur, but you can make yourself one. You can put yourself somewhere. Learn how to get yourself somewhere that you can live your life the way you want to. Push yourself. Stop with the bullshit. Stop talking about race. You're going to put me down. You're going to put anybody else down, and you haven't done anything in your investments, then you're weak. Because that's all that someone in a powerful place wants to do, is put somebody else down because you're weak and you can't stand to see yourself. So at the end of the day, I'm not going to here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about simply what an ROI is for your life, not for your businesses and everything else. What are you investing in? Keep yourself focused. Invest your time in the things that really matter to you. Don't put yourself in a situation where you're not investing in yourself. Stop with the bullshit. Take care of yourself. I'm out, and check out next week's episode. It's going to be kind of dope too. We're going to talk about age and how people discriminate against people with age. All right, y'all. Peace.